Arrest Netanyahu for war crimes. Everybody knows this is the right thing to do. You know this is the right thing to do. But if you have some reason for objecting to it, then there's something wrong with your mind that we can fix right now. I'm sure if you have some excuse for Netanyahu, it has something to do with October 7th and Hamas. So arrest Hamas for war crimes. You see what I did there? You see how we don't look at the things the same way? How we expect and accept all sorts of terrible things to happen to people on the bottom, but we don't expect anything to happen to people at the top, no matter how bad the things they do are. Even if we want things to happen to stop them, we don't expect it to happen. And too often we accept that nothing's going to happen to them. The truth is, whether it's tyrants or terrorists, they're going to come to an end, either in a trial, which would be the polite way, or some sort of mob or revolution or uh, something that's not quite as pleasant for them. So it's really doing them a favor to get them safely into a trial or jail. And I know we don't expect it. We have a really painful example here in America of our justice system doing everything it can to bend over backwards to let Trump coup again and completely destroy the country. That's not because the justice system is just designed so terribly. It's a lot of it's been captured by Putin, and a lot of it's been, exploited for its inherent faults and flaws, protecting rich people and protecting these tyrant types and their whole network. There's tyrants from all over the world. There's lots of them living in America after committing their war crimes in other places. And America helped lots of these tyrants commit their war crimes throughout history, including in Guatemala, where the president who committed a bunch of war crimes or a bunch of genocide against his people didn't ever face any justice. And his brother, who murdered over 1,200 people that they know of, mostly indigenous people in Guatemala, is just now getting a trial when he's 92, 40 years later. So we've had too many examples of not expecting justice to come to people at the top, but that's all the more reason why we should have some shining examples of justice coming to people at the top, one way or another. And if we don't have institutions capable of stopping people, or we don't have responsible leaders in America and other parts of the world that can, bring influence to bear to stop people from doing genocides, then they just need to be stopped in any other way possible. And that'll be a heroic act to stop a villain like that. So it really is doing them a favor to arrest them for war crimes and stop them and stop the war crimes from continuing, stop the continued genocide of a people. It's doing their spirit and history a favor. It's doing them a favor into the future, regardless of what happens to their person, for their name not to have to be associated with, competing for the worst genocides in human history. So it would be doing Trump a favor to have locked him up a long time ago, so he couldn't commit all the crimes he's committed since then, and all the crimes he's going to commit and cause other people to commit in the future if they don't stop him. But again, terrorists and tyrants stop by trial or by some sort of actions, and the trial is the more polite thing to do. And if we don't expect that, if we don't think that that should happen, or don't think that that could or would happen, it's because they've trained our minds against it. Why? We're against ourselves when they're the ones who are against all of us. We just need to turn against them.